Hi, this is the video number 17. Today is the 6th of March 2016. My name is Alex Perla, and sorry if I look a bit tired, but the rats at home didn't let me sleep last night. They were doing all sorts of noises, and they did it before, so that's the thing. I think this week some important things happened, which makes me think that these videos are not being noticed, I suppose. This time I'm not going to get into the events that I forgot before, because they are none, but they are confessions and admissions plenty by the boys or voices, events that took place over the last days, and my theories and conclusions. In regards to confessions and admissions, on the 28th of February, the voice said that my former dentist in Buenos Aires worked for them. On the 29th, the voice is saying that the neighbors at 11, the V8 car is his car. I don't know if he meant that he bought it for them, I don't know, or he's part of the team, I don't know. On March the 2nd, this morning, the voice told me that he received calls from Fernando Lopez and Gaston Trachtenberg, the two guys at John Deere, back in my town over there, after I published my last video in Spanish on YouTube, apparently. Also said that he, Gaston, wanted to blame John Deere Financial for the potential blunder. Well, it makes sense. It makes sense since he's now the president of the factory. The other voice, who I still don't know who it is saying that Jim Israel had a decisive role on what happened at John Deere Credit in 2001 and 2. He was back then the president of the company or something like that. Now for some years retired. After the episode with the cops of Friday night on the 4th of March, the voice is saying that the CIA are the ones to blame, but at the same time he also said that the male officer worked for him. That's quite a contradiction, I might say. The other confession that it was really important is incredibly, I heard that, or he said that the regular voice is saying that I had been accused or implicated in financial crimes, most likely stealing money back at the time I was working for John Deere Credit. It seems that it happened after I left the country. It's also, well, I left actually 18 months after I left John Deere Credit for Australia. And that would explain all the things heading to our emigration with my family. Most noticeably, the purchase of my car by a John Deere dealer in 2002. This, if true, would be ludicrous, at least. But there are two brief conversations, maybe more indications though, but I can't remember now, throughout the years. One was back in 2008 during the first training session with my personal trainer back then, called James Perona, at Trackside Gym in Hampton. Back then I took it as a joke from him. I remember that he asked me if I was wanted back in Argentina, and I was a bit shocked about that. But I told him, of course not. He seemed a bit unsettled, but as I said before, I took it as a joke. Most recently, last year, Cherry, or Nicholas, the transsexual that was living with me at the previous address at 26 Jackson Road, during a conversation told me that I shouldn't be worried about the police if I didn't do anything wrong. Well, not in my case, but that doesn't prevent them of doing what they have been doing over the years. Of course, I didn't steal any money from any company I work for, neither here nor in Argentina. Now the voice is changing what he said yesterday, and affirms that the male cop of last Friday was actually Hanny's friend. I think it's confused at this stage. He also said that Sophie, my hairdresser at Southland Shopping Centre back in 2007 and 8, something like that, worked for them. In regards to the events that took place over the last days, on the 28th of February, after long reflection, I started working on a video in Spanish. I thought it might be useful considering the events that happened prior to the immigration to Australia. On the 29th, while watching a football match from Argentina, Paulo Vilota, the relator, was making indications to the number 2, among others. This guy is the same that months ago made some threats and warnings during another show on the same channel, America, in Argentina. On March the 1st, they called Max Employment, Dandenong, following up the email that I sent to them, to Dean Kalinikos and Chelsea Berwick, attaching my resumes last Friday, the previous Friday. Dean picked up the phone. He said that Chelsea was on a tea break. Again, indications referring to the crooks at CIPSA. He said that he uploaded the resumes, both without. The same happened before with all the job service providers in regards to indications about these guys. It's like that's been happening since I left that stupid company back in 2009. Last time was with Paul Patterson and Maria and Matchworks, making reference to the systems not working on my first appointment with them on the 23rd of November last year. New guy, Sackman at home, took a day off but behaved mysteriously. He knew my movements in the house. On March the 2nd, watching the morning news show from Argentina, there was the defense minister talking about the assassinated public prosecutor Alberto Nisman. There was some noticeable coughing and sneezing in the background. Perhaps the voice, the previous one, was right about her working for the CIA. I don't know. Later went to Europa Market, still some hysterical coughing, but funny though. A young woman was walking around the store without buying anything, distractedly looked at me and left without buying anything. Well, I suppose that's not mild, I don't know. On March the 3rd, called Max Employment again about the chat with Dean last Tuesday. Chelsea picked up the phone. I asked her about my resumes being uploaded into Max Connect. She said that nothing was done, despite Dean's promise about it. She tried while talking over the phone, but ultimately she said that I should complete the questionnaire online and perhaps then, she seemed a bit upset. I was doing something improper by following up the issue. I wonder if she is aware of she might be in a lot of trouble. Watching TV shows from Argentina, I was thinking that the mainstream media over there, in this case Channel 26 in America, perhaps know more about the assassination of the prosecutor Nisman than they are willing to admit. That was my impression. On the 4th of March, the other voice told me that Jeff McNamara didn't pay a cent for the Mitsubishi Magna he procured me when I started working for him in April 2004. The team apparently paid for that, something that the regular voice confirmed, although Jeff deducted regular payments from my wages. I went to Safeway by bus, no coughing inside the store. Some people very angry, others with a lot of frustration. Well, that's a shame, but I haven't seen my daughter in more than 6 years now, and she didn't call me since middle December last year. At the bus stop, as usual, weird behavior from some people, and a guy supposedly waiting for the bus but disappeared after I stepped into the bus. Watching a football match from Argentina, there were those guys, Mariano Close and Fernando La Torre, giving all sort of indications. Obviously they work for Fox Sports. Later, when I was preparing a sandwich, someone was knocking at the front door. With his insistence, I thought at first it was someone looking for honey, because it happened before. Some angry guys